All right, let's dive into Polkadot. This deep dive is perfect if you're new to crypto and want to know what the Polkadot hype is all about. We'll get the basics down and see why this platform, especially with this Polkadot 2.0 upgrade coming up, is making waves.
Yeah, it's like entering a whole new blockchain universe, really.
Exactly. We'll unpack how Polkadot works, its unique features, like what's the deal with these parachains and bridges everyone keeps mentioning.
Okay, well, think about it like this. Most blockchains are like standalone cities, right? Polkadot wants to be the network of highways connecting them all so they can seamlessly share information and resources.
So Polkadot is like a superhighway system, but for blockchains. Got it. But before we hit the gas, let's break down the key parts.
All right, so at the heart of it all, you have the relay chain that's like the main highway, making sure everything runs smoothly and securely, and the different blockchains can't talk to each other. Then you have these individual lanes, the parachains. Each one is like a specialized blockchain built for a specific purpose.
So like one lane for decentralized finance, another for gaming, and so on.
Precisely. And there's even one called Astar Network that makes it really easy for developers to build and launch their projects, all within the Polkadot ecosystem. It's like a busy hub for all kinds of innovation.
So it's not just connecting existing blockchains then, it's also nurturing a new generation of project built for this interconnected world. This interoperability is a big deal for Polkadot, right?
Oh, absolutely. And that's why you hear it called a layer zero blockchain. It's not just a platform to build directly on, it's the foundation for building other blockchains on top of.
So the bedrock for this interconnected blockchain city, okay, that makes sense. But why is this layer zero thing so important for developers?
Well, because it means they can create their own specialized blockchains, tailored to their project's needs, but they still benefit from the security and communication of the whole Polkadot network. Best of both worlds.
And I guess that's where this Polkadot 2.0 upgrade comes in. What's all the excitement about?
Well, Polkadot 2.0 is going to supercharge the network, especially for developers. Right now, you see, to launch a parachain, projects need to secure a slot through a fixed-term lease, kind of like signing a long-term contract for office space.
A big commitment then, huh? Especially for smaller projects or those just starting out?
Exactly, but with Polkadot 2.0, we're switching to something called coretime. It's way more flexible, like just paying for electricity as you use it. Projects only acquire the processing power they need when they need it.
Okay, I can see why that's a game changer. It makes joining the Polkadot ecosystem much more accessible for all sorts of projects.
Yeah, and it's designed to tackle some of the real challenges developers are facing, high costs and limited flexibility. Polkadot 2.0 is all about streamlining the process and fostering innovation.
So Polkadot 2.0 is like, hey, developers, come on in. The doors are open. Let's build cool stuff.
Yeah, and this core time thing, it's not just about making things easier. It could unlock a whole new level of efficiency and value in the network. Think about it. All those DOT tokens locked up in fixed leases, now they're freed up, more available. Could boost their value too.
Win-win for developers and DOT holders then. Speaking of DOT, it's like the fuel for this whole ecosystem, right? What does it actually do? Why should anyone care?
DOT, it's essential to Polkadot. Used for governance, staking, and those parachain slot options we talked about.
Okay, one by one. Let's start with governance. What's it mean for DOT holders to have a say in the network's future?
Imagine Polkadot's a city. DOT holders are the citizens. They get to vote on big decisions, shaping how the city runs, like infrastructure projects, new regulations, even electing leaders.
A decentralized democracy, kind of.
Exactly. DOT holders vote on proposals, everything from software upgrades to fee adjustments, making sure the network evolves to benefit everyone.
Powerful splice. Okay, what about staking? I hear it everywhere, but still not sure what it is.
Staking is all about security and stability for the network. Like being a city guardian, you stake your DOT tokens. You're basically pledging them, like collateral, to validate transactions and add new blocks to the blockchain.
So my DOT works to keep the network running, and I get rewarded with more DOT.
Exactly. Passive income while making the Polkadot ecosystem healthier.
Gotcha. That makes more sense. Now, last but not least, those parachain slot auctions. Sounds like a digital bidding war.
They're going to be competitive, yeah. That's part of the fun. Remember those parachain slots. Prime real estate in Polkadot. Projects want them to launch their specialized blockchains, connect to the relay chain, and that's where DOT comes in.
Projects use DOT to bid.
Yep, open auction. Highest bid wins the slot for a set amount of time.
Sounds intense. What if I don't have enough DOT to win a bid myself?
That's where crowd loans come in, like crowdfunding, but for parachain slots. Projects rally their communities and supporters to contribute DOT to their bid.
So even with a little DOT, I can join these options. Maybe share in a project's success?
Right. Crowd loans make Polkadot more accessible, empowering anyone to support the projects they love.
I like that. True decentralization and community spirit. Okay, we've covered so much. Polkadot's inner workings, Polkadot 2.0's potential, the DOT token. It's been a lot, but I think I'm getting the scale and ambition of this project. So what does all this mean for Polkadot's future? Is it worth watching, especially for a crypto newbie?
That's the million-dollar question, right? Predicting the future is always tricky, but the potential here is undeniable. Polkadot's tackling some of the biggest blockchain challenges, especially interoperability and scalability.
So head on, not just working around them.
Exactly. And with Polkadot 2.0 coming, it's a huge step towards a more efficient, accessible, developer-friendly ecosystem. It's a powerful mix, attracting attention from veterans and newcomers alike.
And what about the DOT token itself? Could it become a major player?
Well, let's look at it. With Polkadot 2.0 and coretime, we'll probably see more demand for DOT. It's the key to those valuable processing resources. Plus, it's used for network fees, so every Polkadot transaction will likely need DOT. Then there's the burning mechanism, which could make DOT more scarce and valuable.
Hold on, burning mechanism, what's that?
So it's like this. When you burn paper, it's gone, right? Burning tokens in crypto means they're removed from circulation forever. Polkadot burns some of the DOT in its treasury periodically.
So less DOT available. Makes the rest potentially more valuable.
Exactly. Counteracts inflation, creates a more stable asset, one that could appreciate.
This makes sense, but you said predicting the future is risky, right? Any downsides for Polkadot?
Of course, every project has risks. Blockchain is super competitive. New platforms and tech are always popping up. Polkadot has to keep innovating, keep attracting developers and users to stay ahead.
So not just a good platform, but a strong community too.
Absolutely. And Polkadot seems to be doing well there. They have a very active and engaged community, developers, investors, enthusiasts, all passionate about the project.
That's great to hear. Sounds like Polkadot has what it takes. But we'll see how it handles the ever-changing blockchain world. It sounds like a project to keep an eye on, even for crypto newbies like me. But even if we're not developers, are there ways to get involved and maybe benefit from Polkadot's growth?
For sure. You don't need to be a coding expert to join the Polkadot world. Remember those crowd loans? Great way to support projects you like and potentially share in their success.
So, like an early investor in a promising startup, but with DOT instead of regular money.
Exactly. It's much easier than trying to win those big parachain options yourself. Plus, you can always stake your DOT, help secure the network, earn rewards.
So even without being a developer, there are ways to be an active part of Polkadot.
Yeah, and don't forget about staying informed, engaging with the community, follow Polkadot on social media, join forums, read articles and blog posts. The more you learn, the better decisions you can make.
This deep dive has been amazing. I knew almost nothing about Polkadot before. Now I feel like I have a good grasp of the basics and a glimpse of its potential future.
I'm glad I could share this journey with you. This blockchain world is always changing. It's exciting to see platforms like Polkadot pushing the boundaries, leading the way to a more decentralized and interconnected future.
To all our listeners out there who are just getting started with crypto, don't be afraid to jump in. Platforms like Polkadot are making blockchain more accessible than ever.
Yeah, remember, this deep dive was just the beginning. There's a ton more to discover. Keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep asking questions.
Who knows, maybe one day you'll be building the next big project on Polkadot. Until then, we'll see you on our next deep dive.